Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. Like to welcome you all to the show. Look, today we're dealing with Ahmaud Adbery. I know you all saw the case, and this was a young man who was shot dead by a father and son, white males. The father was an ex-cop, and he was doing some intelligence for the DA, and his son was just there with him. As you all saw the horrific video of young Ahmaud jogging, and there was a car following him from the reports who was actually videotaping him. And then there was a truck that was parked in the middle of the road. So as Ahmaud was jogging to get by, he was confronted with the son, and Ahmaud was fighting for his life after he witnessed them yielding weapons. He didn't fold up. He didn't get on the ground. He tried to protect himself, but he was shot and killed in the process. So as we delve into this matter, I'd like to welcome my sister Pebbles to the show. Pebbles, welcome to Verbal Pick Radio.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
And
how you? Hopefully, everything is good.
That's right. And you know, it's always an honor when I have you on the show from your insight into things. And we're gonna attack this. See, we're gonna attack this thing different on Verbal Pick Radio. And let me lay the base, okay? This is not the first killing of an unarmed black man in America. We know that. But the usual protocol is you're gonna have a protest, you're gonna have a march, you're gonna have some civil rights leaders that's gonna come in and calm everybody down, because they working deals behind the scene, and at the end of the day, that anger turns into being passive. The murderer always, most of the time, gets off due to some glitch in the law, and before you know it, we just sitting around hoping that an incident like this doesn't happen again. You follow me? But Pebbles, what reason why I'm glad you're on the show is because what we're going to do is we're going to share different mindsets and create a different narrative on how to deal with issues such as this. And the reason being is because we try to see a lot of the, I call them colonizers, we try to see them as we see ourselves. And do you think that is getting us jammed up because we thinking that they're going to respond and react the way we would respond and react to things?
Well, so far, that's what it has been, but it can be no more. It's no coming at these type of events, in a peaceful manner. Turning the cheek, yada, 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 any of that. It cannot be anymore because things continue to be the same.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, and again, we've seen this before.
Right. Yeah.
What business does two adult males have going to hunt somebody down? And that's what they did.
That's right.
They literally hunted the young man down.
That's right.
If they saw him and suspected him of having engaged in some type of criminal activity, why not call the police? Stay back. Come,
yeah.
Keep the distance.
You're right.
Contact the police and allow for them to come. But that's not what they did.
No. Yeah.
It's like, oh no, we're going to get him.
Right.
We're white. We have guns. We're going to get him. So, I mean, what's your point?
Right.
You have weapons. You bringing a weapon
right.
to a fight that you're initiating.
Right. That's right. They're sitting there impeding his forward progression, meaning he's jogging, you don't have the right to get in the way to impede anyone. But the thing is, though, Pebbles, is that they feel as though that this is their country, and we don't feel like this is our country. And the reason why I say that is because if we felt like this was our country, then we'd say, wait a minute, you don't tread on me. You don't have the right to block my forward progression and become an obstacle in my path. We would say we tear down our obstacles, but we, as you stated, in the past, because as you stated, we moving on in the future with a new mindset. But in the past, we would be passive. We would go along and try to get along. We would hope that they would understand our plight and give us fair justice when time and time again, going back to, hold up, this what really gets me though, Pebbles. The leader, Mr. Perry from the NAACP, right? He was in Georgia, and he gave because he's the leader of the NAACP in Georgia. He said that, I don't know why a human being would treat another human being that way. He stated that they tracked him in between the cars, shot him down as if, and talking about Ahmaud, as if he was an animal. Now, NAACP been fighting race cases since before the civil rights era, right? When you give a statement that you don't know why a human being, when you know what racism is like, you've been dealing with this.
That's right. So where does the uncertainty begin? And by you saying you don't know, yes, you do know. It's nothing new. It's not like something. It's a one in a lifetime event that has occurred. You know the look. You know the characteristics of it, right, of racism and a racist. So to question as to why would they do it, it's beyond why would they do it. Right. It's the fact that they did. It's time out for stop asking as to what occurred, but why it occurred. Right. And the reason why it occurred and it will continue is because nothing is being done, which is the time is different, and it's time for us to do something else.
That's right.
Just sitting around singing the Negro spirituals and all the hoping and praying about how things will change if it'll change. It's not, and it hasn't. It's a fact. Okay?
That's right. That's deed. That's
I know. So if we have to move in silence, that is what has to occur.
That's right.
But definitely something needs to be done.
Right.
Now let's go figure what needs to be done and should be done in the same manner. Use that same energy as to, we don't know why.
Right.
Why they're doing this.
Right. Because,
okay.
That's right. Because they know that if they ever get into confrontation with us, they make sure they kill us. That way dead men don't talk, and they'll come up with an alibi. As I stated, hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they go to a neighbor and tell a neighbor, hey, look, say you saw a black man running out your yard when the police come, and we'll take care of everything else. And they'll bag each other's play.
Even to pay them to, like you say, to say something. But again, it's time out because, again, what was the business of having two grown men, okay? And the ignorance is there, and they're thugs because it's you and your daddy going to engage in a criminal act,
right?
An inhumane act, okay?
Yeah. Two cowards.
So that ignorance, it runs deep.
It runs deep.
That being a thug runs deep.
That's right.
But again, like I said, it's time to do something different because they're going to continue to do it.
That's
if
right.
they get away with it, it'll send a very profound message.
That's
but
right.
Again, it's time to do something different.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Because we have to change our way of looking at our mindset. We have to recognize who and what we're dealing with. Look, studying Black history is okay, but right now we need to study who we actually dealing with. We need to go back and understand and learn this man and his way of thinking, because so far.
Hey, Malcolm X told us. Malcolm X, he knew.
Yeah.
Now I wonder how many people have really come to understand exactly what Malcolm X was saying.
That's right. He was telling you who you was dealing with.
He was already telling you the person you had to deal with.
That's right.
And how those individuals, how they perceive you in their mindset.
That's right.
Because the mindset that a white man has, his perception of a black man, his imagination of the black man.
That's right. See,
it's deadly.
And
it's deadly.
It's deadly. I mean, it's sickening. It's deadly because for a while we would walk down the street and would wonder, man, why is this man staring at me, or what's going on? Because we're not seeing ourselves the way that they see us. You know, we actually wasn't protecting our lives because we was naive, I guess, in a sense, not realizing, hey man, you got some. Look at James Byrd. They drug his head off, drug him till they decapitated him. And we like, well, what did we do to deserve such harsh treatment? But now it's not what did we do. It's just the nature of the beast. He's just acting out of his nature. He has an internal disdain and dislike for us, and it's becoming to be clear. And you're right, Sister Pebbles, on the Malcolm X thing.
It's even, I mean, and let's not take away the fact that Trump has done nothing but further ignite, the people.
Right.
He has through his behavior, through his language, he has ignited the flame.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. Because
to further push, send the message that, hey, you're better.
Yeah.
We can do this. We're going to do this. We're going to make things great, blah, blah, blah.
Well,
so it is what it is.
Right.
It's time out for that. We can't. I mean, I've never really thought, I heard about a lot of things when I was younger. Most of us weren't even taught that, to be leery of other people.
Right.
But now we have no choice because too many things are going on. Too many things are going on with our men, our adult black men, and our young male.
That's right. And the sad thing is this is
it's time out for crying. We can't cry no more.
No, we don't have no tears.
I feel like if I gotta shed some tears, I'm going to shed some tears with meaning.
My tear ducts is dried out. They dried out. I don't have no. It's ridiculous. This is an election year, and if the president don't speak out against these acts, what he's saying is, I don't give a damn about the black vote.
Yeah, it's like it's okay,
So what? And if that's the case, and these electoral college that's in predominantly white areas put him back in office, then okay, there should be no speculation. This should be our Abraham moment. See, with all the black leaders, you try this, you tried Martin's way. Okay, Martin, we'll try your way. But after time, as time progressed, we started to realize, okay, that didn't work. Because his Martin's, and I love Dr. King, but Dr. King way was, we're going to love them until they love us back.
No, well, hey.
We gonna defeat them with love.
No.
and as Malcolm was saying, look, man, you can't do that with this man. There's no way, because he don't have any love in his heart to return that for you. Instead of building your own economic base and building up your own community and do something for self, because Malcolm and the Nation of Islam was totally against integration. Because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, how you going to integrate the fox in the chicken coop? You going to integrate with the fox?
That's right.
Once he get up in there, what you think he going to do?
That's right. We're speaking in terms of a being that has gone into several areas as if they're going into health, but only to destroy.
Right.
And we've seen that over and over again. So what other proof do you need?
Yeah, I mean, we so desensitized because we saw Mike Brown lay dead in the streets, left him out there for hours. We saw this young brother Ahmaud Adbery, the way his body just dropped after being shot. We see that, Sandra Bland, Tamir Rice, roll up on this guy and he playing with a gun, and he 12 years old, and the cop gonna say, well, he looked like he was 23. Come on, because the thing about it is they know what to say and the tricks in the law to get off. All they got to do is say, well, I feared for my life. In this case, the guy was saying, well, I shot because he was fearing for his life. How are you afraid for your life?
But both of you, two grown men had guns.
With guns. And
fear for your life.
And if
you fear for your life, why would you even approach somebody?
That's right. Yeah. But see, now, and that's why shows like this important, because we are asking the right questions. Because you don't know who alliance or what side of some of these attorneys or lawyers are on. So when they don't ask specific questions, then it just leads the judge and the jury to say it leads them to their own discretion, which is not going to be in the benefit of us. So when you try this case, certain questions have to be presented, and if you don't present them questions, your case is through. And so, because it's been sometimes I'm like, well, why are you seeking for manslaughter, or why are you seeking for something that you know is going to be difficult to prove without a doubt, when you should be seeking this to just make sure they locked up? It baffles me when I hear some of these attorneys and some of the questions that's being asked. We got to start checking within the ranks and saying, hey, your little cushy job and the little funds you getting is time out for all that. It's like, put it like this. It's like when you were younger and you'd go to church and you see this white person running for office that you never seen before in your life, and they tell everybody to be on their best behavior and everybody nice and smiling, and it's like, right. You smiling because the fox in your house, and you smile, he getting ready to tie you up. He getting ready to pass bills and lock you up, and you gonna bring him right in the house.
Well, like I said, do you approach a lion and say you were afraid for your life? Mm-hmm. Do you approach a bear and say you were afraid for your life? Why would you do that? Right. But at the end of the day, what has to occur, every black needs to get them a gun, legally have a permit.
Right.
That's it.
That's right. And let
it's time to do something different, whatever that difference is.
And let the
talk
court
about it. It's some things we don't even have to talk about. We don't have to talk about the things that we know we should do. We just need to do it.
That's right.
You know, to understand it while we're trying to figure this out as to what happened. Okay, all we need to know is the why.
That's right.
And because of the why, that means we need to put these in order for ourselves.
That's right.
Going forward, just as we should have years ago. We need to do what we need to do.
That's right. That's right. Who else gonna do it?
If you know the way you are perceived, so be it. Don't try to change it. Well, I'm gonna try to make someone think that I'm different, I'm better. You know, we're good. I'm not trying to prove myself to anybody.
That's right.
So you're looking for validation from the wrong source.
That's right. That's right. And it's not even in them to give you validation. But hopefully, no, we will wake up, Sister Pebbles. We will wake up and we'll continue on this topic, you know, leading forward, you know, but this is something different. You know, we're not here trying to give you all that same old, and sing the songs and hold the hands and all of that, because for one, the ones that don't like you, the colonizer, they see that as a sign of weakness, and you emboldening them to even do more, because they say that that's all you're gonna do any damn way. Look, and before we get out of here, it's just
and not only that, and look, not only that, to say, you know what? Every time we're gonna remember they're banking on, you know, all the things that they've been taught from a biblical perspective. We're gonna bank on that. Well, guess what? I can honor the Bible, honor my beliefs, whatever belief it is, and I can still handle my business.
That's right.
By me handling my business, that has nothing to do with, shouldn't question whatever my spiritual belief is.
No. Because
my spiritual belief is my spiritual belief. It has nothing to do with me recognizing the beast.
That's right.
For what he is.
At all. Because look, there's only one creator. Man didn't create you, so you don't bow down to man as though man is more powerful than the creator who created the heavens, the earth, and the sun. You know, we have to remove that fear. We have to remove that fear. Definitely. Sister Pebbles, I thank you and applaud you in your wisdom for being on the show, and we'll keep you all informed, and we'll have to do a part 2.
Okay, we'll do.
We'll have to do that, and soon we'll bring it to video. Verbal Prick Radio, we out.